Rome branded her a savage, an eastern menace, a desert dreamer in gold armor. But Zenobia, queen of Palmyra, didn't defy Caesar. She humiliated him. While Rome choked on civil wars and crumbling marble, she built something new from sand and silence. Not rebellion, replacement. Fluent in 5 tongues, crowned in philosophy. She rode with armor, ruled with law, and dreamed in empires. From Syria's dunes, she sliced through Egypt, raised her banners in Arabia, and stared down Constantinople. And Rome trembled. So why is she a shadow in textbooks? Because a woman outsmarting emperors didn't fit their myth. Because an Arab queen ruling legions? That was too much truth for the victors. Today, we unearth the storm behind her smile. A woman who redrew Rome's map and left it bleeding. You'll ask, how'd they bury this? It's 270 CE. Rome is a mosaic of chaos. Emperors vanish every few months. The east is cracking. Persia eyes the border. Barbarians test the gates. And in Palmyra, a desert trade jewel, Zenobia rises. Married to Rome's Arab ally, Odenathus, she watches as assassins cut him down. Rome assumes she'll crumble, but Zenobia doesn't blink. She takes the regency for her young son and takes the reins for herself. Coins begin to bear her face. Governors fall in line. Generals call her name. She governs in Greek, writes in Aramaic, and drafts decrees in Latin. While Rome sinks into its next civil war, Zenobia moves. In months, she seizes Syria, then Lebanon, then Palestine, then Egypt, and with each conquest, she leaves Rome a little smaller and Palmyra a little brighter. But this isn't open revolt, not yet. She still plays the Roman game, keeps their titles, pretends loyalty. But her eyes, they're already past Constantinople. Zenobia doesn't rule, she dazzles. Her court becomes a new Alexandria, Arab intellect, Greek philosophy, Persian elegance, Roman structure. She builds a court where poets and tacticians dine together, where law and beauty wear the same robe. She doesn't just fund scholarship, she drives it, debating logic with philosophers, rewriting tax codes, introducing trade reforms. She cuts tariffs for merchants crossing from India, stabilizes currencies along the Silk Road, tames desert tribes with deals, not war. But her boldest move? She names her son Augustus, Caesar's own title. And then she dares Rome to blink. Her army is unlike anything the empire has seen. Arab cavalry, Roman deserters, Persian mercenaries, all loyal to one vision, a Palmyran world. With that army, she redraws borders, pushes through southern Turkey, fortifies the Nile, locks down the spice trade. Her messengers speak 5 languages. Her laws mix east and west. And in every port, every fort, the coins bear her image. Zenobia isn't asking for power. She's already claimed it. But while her star burns across the east, a storm gathers in the west. Aurelian, Rome's new hammer, is watching. Zenobia isn't just a conqueror. She's a builder of minds. She claims descent from Cleopatra, but adds her own crown of knowledge. Fluent in Latin, Greek, Aramaic, Coptic, and Egyptian, she personally debates Neoplatonists in her court. She revives Palmyra's schools, funds philosophers exiled from Rome, welcomes Jewish scholars, Persian astronomers, Christian theologians. She commissions law codes blending Roman justice with Arab tribal values. She introduces urban planning principles that Rome will later imitate. And still, she rides into battle, not just with armor, but with books strapped beside her sword. She sends envoys to Persia, quoting Aristotle, signs treaties citing Plato. To Zenobia, empire isn't just land, it's ideas. She doesn't want to be remembered like Boudica, defiant, but doomed. She wants to be Alexander, but with a library. Her city reflects this vision. Columns rise in golden stone. Baths and basilicas sprawl beside spice markets. Temples stand beside lecture halls. Palmyra becomes the desert's brain, and Zenobia its pulse. Why's Zenobia a footnote? Cleopatra gets the Hollywood glow. Boudica the rebel crown. But the woman who outmaneuvered Rome at its peak? Buried. Palmyra rivaled Athens. Her campaigns rivaled Caesar's. Her mind rivaled Marcus Aurelius. So why don't we hear her name? Because she wasn't a Roman victim. She was a Roman equal, and victors don't like rivals, especially if they wear gold and speak better Latin. But her end? It's no simple loss. It's a mystery. Soon, we'll unchain what really broke her. 23 CE. Aurelian marches east, and he's not playing politics. Zenobia's territories are vast, but stretched. Egypt revolts. Trade routes falter. Troops thin. Aurelian reclaims Asia Minor with surgical speed. Zenobia falls back to Palmyra. Then comes the siege. The city holds for weeks. But Zenobia won't wait for death. She slips from the walls, seeking Persian help, disguised, rushed, racing the Euphrates. She's caught, dragged in chains back to Rome. And now comes the twist. Rome doesn't kill her. Aurelian, warrior of blood and steel, spares her. Why? Admiration, propaganda, fear of martyrdom? Whispers say she lived in Tivoli, married a senator, taught philosophy. Others say she vanished, a ghost in history. Palmyra was sacked, empire erased. But she refused to die as they wished. Zenobia's voice echoed far beyond her fall. Arab queens who came after bore her name. Rebels in the Levant cited her defiance. Even Roman law eventually mirrored her reforms. Her architectural vision left Palmyra one of the most dazzling cities on earth, until bombs and bulldozers came centuries later. Her model of multicultural empire, Arab, Greek, Roman, Persian, shaped centuries of Islamic governance to come. But more than anything, she shattered one myth, that women are passengers in history. Zenobia was a driver, a challenger, a crown forged in intellect and iron. Her lesson? They can bury stories, but not spirit. Zenobia isn't alone. Arab women rose and ruled, and were buried in the sand. Next, we chase not a queen, but a machine, a trade system that bankrolled empires before Europe ever understood commerce. It ran from Mecca to Malaysia. It moved silk, spices, and souls. It invented credit centuries before Venice. And when Europe caught up, they copied the blueprint and hid the original. Comment next file to open that vault.